Hey everyone, it's Daxani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First and foremost, I want to say a quick thank you. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel because I've noticed a little rise and we've reached a little more than 200 subscribers and I'm hella ecstatic, y'all. This is amazing and I'm really glad that you guys are liking my artwork and myself enough for you to join my art journey. So thank you all for taking the time to leave comments and just watching and listening to whatever it is that I ramble about in these videos. Thanks a bunches of hot Cheetos. I appreciate y'all so much. This channel is growing. Yay! And so is my art. Slowly. Also, quick shout out to Strawberry Macaron for leaving this comment. It absolutely made my day this morning, so thank you for the compliment. You rock my socks. This comment was amazing. Thanks. Alright, in today's video I am drawing a very trendy Vsco girl. I think I'm going to do a little series based off the elements water, air, fire, and earth, not in that particular order, but today is going to be water themed, I guess. Before I dive into the art, I'm sure some of you are probably wondering, what the heck is a Vsco girl? Well, I'm going to read a definition to you guys first off the internet. And according to Urban Dictionary, it says, they are the Tumblr girls of 2019. You'll catch them wearing a scrunchie, tube top, puka shells, necklace, white bands, or Birkenstocks. And don't forget the hydro flask to finish off the look. Basically, the most basic girl you'll find out there. If we're being honest. I'm gonna go a little further though in that definition because Vsco is the photo filter editing app to make your photos look more aesthetic. I mean, to me that's what the real definition is, anyone that uses the Vsco app to make their photos more aesthetically pleasing. That's what I used to use the app for, you know, I used to use those filters on my personal Instagram, but then I stepped up my game and evolved, and now I use Adobe Lightroom Mobile. Top that.
Top that! Stop that! Unreal! You can try till you blue! I will make a fool of you! Top that!
But nah, Vsco's cool. It's cool. I like Vsco. So of course I added pretty much everything that was said in the definition, the puka shells. I actually added another necklace because I think the whole layered necklace look is pretty dope. And of course had to add the scrunchie on the wrist. Wasn't going to do the full body, so scratch out the white Vans and the Birkenstocks. And of course I added the hydro flask water bottle for her to hold. Oh, and this is actually a redraw, a digital redraw of a quick doodle that I did in my sketchbook. For those of you who followed me on Instagram, you've seen the original drawing of this character, but I'll go ahead and show her here on YouTube. I basically took the same design but added all of the Vsco girl aspects, and I decided to put her hair up because it's summertime. Well, actually no, I was just lazy and didn't feel like drawing long hair. Kind of like how I put my own hair up because I don't feel like dealing with it. So since I already had this in mind, this particular character in mind, because she was in my sketchbook already, I'm going to do the same thing with another sketch that I have in my sketchbook. Mainly because I've been wanting to do digital redraws anyways of the characters that I have in my sketchbook. So hey, this works out. Honestly, I think the best part of drawing my characters is doing, you know, like the red hues of the, you know, for shading and adding the blush on the face and, you know, making like the nose a little bit red. Like that's my favorite part. That's what I love most about anything that I draw. And, you know, I love the hair, I love drawing the eyes, you know. Not in that particular order, but those are like, you know, my top three. And of course we all know that the least favorite are hands. But I will say I think I did pretty decently on drawing the hands here. I had to look up quite a few references on Pinterest to see on, you know, how to hold a water bottle. I even had to take a photo of my own hand of a water bottle that I have. It's no hydro flask. it's something else. I don't know what it is, but you know, it keeps me hydrated. That's all that matters. I don't really care about that name brand stuff, but you know, I think the hand looks really good, but at the same time, maybe it could be like shrunken down just a little bit. I think the hand is slightly too big, especially because in a way I wanted the water bottle to be big, and I think the water bottle is supposed to be pretty big, bigger than the hand itself. And I would say like the hand and the water bottle are about the same size. If not, the water bottle is definitely a little bit smaller. So I think like size wise, the hand is a fail, but it's decent. It's not perfect, it's not the best, but I like it. You know, I'm okay with it, I'm fine with it, but you know, practice makes progress. Another thing that I kind of like to draw, but it's also a hit or miss, are the eyebrows. I do like coloring and shaping the eyebrows. I think it's fun. It's kind of relaxing almost. I don't really mess with my own eyebrows, but you know, I've seen a few makeup artist people do it to their eyebrows. I see my friends do that to their eyebrows as well. So you know, like that's kind of like the only thing I can really go off of. But you know, sometimes when I draw the eyebrows, they look good, they're on fleek, everything is Gucci, but sometimes it just looks like my characters are having a bad day and you know, the eyebrows aren't done. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on here with this character. But then at the same time, I feel like it fits her so well, you know, because like I know a lot of like there's some actresses that have these really big eyebrows. Like, what's her name? Lily Collins. Some people like to make fun of how thick and big her eyebrows are, but honestly, I think that's her best quality. I love how thick her eyebrows are. I think it fits her so well. It fits her face. And you know what? If she likes it, who cares what everyone else thinks, okay? Yes, the bubble gum. That was hard. Well, I mean, I guess it was just trying to figure out how transparent should the bubble gum be when she's like blowing a bubble with the bubble gum. I think it turned out pretty decent for the most part. I think maybe there could have been a little bit more shine, or at least the shine on the bubble could have been more. And when I say more, I mean like brighter, not so faded out. But then at the same time, I feel like, you know, when you blow a bubble, the shines in it aren't really all that bright. It doesn't really stand out like that. I guess the highlights are what I'm trying to say. But I think the bubble of the bubble gum is pretty okay. It's pretty okay, you know. And I turned her to this position instead of the way that I have in my sketchbook because I felt like it would come out better without having like a bubble all in her face. And I wasn't really sure how I was gonna do that digitally. And even though like, you know, it's just my sketchbook, and if I were to mess up in my sketchbook, who cares? You know, it's just my sketchbook. It's for practicing. And that was all watercolor. I was still learning how to use my watercolor paint brushes. What is it called? My markers. They're like markers, but they're watercolor brushes that I was using. So, I mean, I think it turned out great in my sketchbook, but I didn't want to do that same pose here digitally. So, yeah, that was like one of the other changes that I made. Drawing the backpack, I was going for basically kind of trying to base it off the whole, how do you say it? The fire oven Konkin backpack. I'm just gonna put a picture up. This backpack. That was the goal, but you know, I kind of feel like it didn't really matter because of the way she's positioned. Like if she had her back turned, which I'm not really good at doing, you know, I can't really draw that pose yet. I'm still working on it. But, you know, if she had her back turned, then I would have definitely made that detail so you could know that that's that backpack. But instead, you know, we have a simple yellow backpack because it goes with the whole, like, you know, the rest of her yellow accessories that she has. And I have a yellow backpack myself. It's not this one, no, but whatever, it's bright and yellow and it's trendy AF, so aha, there. For the water bottle, I low-key wanted to keep the Hydro Flask logo on the bottle. By the way, this is not sponsored in any way. I don't know why I didn't say that in the beginning. I don't know, but this is not sponsored by Hydro Flask at all. But anyways, this drawing just came out way too cute to the point where I eventually want to put this up on my Redbubble. So I eventually changed the logo from the Hydro Flask logo to an element sign, which at first was a fire sign, and I'll get to that in a minute. But when I you know, decided to put the fire sign, I was like, you know what, I should do like a whole like element series based off of the whole Vsco girl aesthetic. You know, so like each element is going to be designed as like a Vsco girl, you know, so if that makes sense, I guess, yeah, that should make sense. I hope so. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm curious myself because, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to even think of the next one. I mean, like, I have only one sketch in my book that I wanted to redraw, and I'm gonna use it, and I think it might be a full body. So we'll definitely try that out and see what happens. I don't know what element it's going to be for yet, so make sure to stay tuned. So going back to the whole, you know, the element sign, at first, you know, I had used the fire sign because it's summer. It's a summer themed drawing. Thus, you know, when one thinks of summer, you think of heat. Well, at least I do. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. California heat can be so intense. I'm just like, it's too disrespectful outside to go anywhere. But I think after adding the water droplets coming out of the water bottle, I was like, wait, hold up. It would make more sense if I added the water symbol on a water bottle. Like, duh. So we go from the Hydro Flask logo to the fire symbol to the water symbol. So here I'm just basically adding different like color filters onto the drawing, and the really light colored yellow filter definitely gives it those yellow tones to make it feel summery, and I really like how the blue in the background really balances everything out, and I feel like it makes the yellows pop and everything. So I think this was a success. I'm really happy with this, you know. Besides the hand, the fingers look a little crusty, but hey, you know, honestly, I'm still satisfied with it, and those water droplets, they make me thirsty AF. But anyways, this is the finished drawing. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you are new, hey, no pressure, but also feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, Feel free to comment below on which element you guys think I should do next. Should I do air, earth, or fire? Leave a comment down below, and whichever one gets the most votes, I'll draw that one next. That'll really help a sister out. So thank you guys for listening, thanks for watching, and thank you guys for subscribing and giving me 200 subscribers. That really means a lot. But yeah, I shall chat with you soon in the next video. Bye!